How's everybody doing? Hope everyone had a great Wednesday on this trading day. I know that our Discord definitely did. We had some great plays called out today, a lot of money made, and a lot of happy people. Starting off today, the S&P 500 finished mostly green, and you'll see why in a second here if we jump over to SPY. SPY has reached all-time highs, which is amazing, right? Everything's up right now. Everything's pumping. The last time we saw highs like this was all the way on April 1st. Now we are in May, halfway through May, and we are right below that 530 resistance. Now, I can assume that this 530 resistance is going to be very tough for SPY to break. We're going to need to see some great momentum here through the next few days and into the following weeks to see a nice break and consolidation above the 530. But if we do, it is really only up from here. First, jumping over to BABA, right? I called out yesterday that BABA is a great time to pick up shares down here in this dip, right? Let me go over to 1 minute candles here so you could see a little bit better. I called out that this dip was a great time to pick up BABA shares or even calls, whatever it may be. And as you could see, we have had a nice return here. If you bought in that dip, you'd be up 4% right now, which for a stock like BABA in 2 days is a pretty nice move. I said that, BABA always will bounce back as the Chinese market is pumping money into itself. So BABA definitely an option here rolling out. And later in the video, we're going to be going over some earnings for some more Chinese stocks that could potentially move. Jumping over to the NVIDIA stock here, looking at it, right? It had a great day, but our bot called this out, which I'll put up on screen right now. Called this out, and for those who got in it, I mean, the profits were amazing, right? I did go a little out of the money there just to, I don't know, I was feeling risky. I was liking it, but it was a great play nevertheless, and our bot keeps calling out bangers every single day like those in our free Discord. NVIDIA did have a great move today, however. It started the day off around 9:25, finishing at around 9:46. It's up in the pre-market right now. And I'm thinking NVIDIA's only up from here, right? We have earnings coming on May 22nd, I believe. And there's going to be a hype train following that, obviously, because NVIDIA is one of the biggest stocks in the S&P 500 right now. So whenever NVIDIA moves, SPY moves, it affects other chip stocks and such. So I'm definitely going to be watching NVIDIA for a few days here. I would not be opposed to a pullback tomorrow at open, as it is very high right now. I think a pullback would be great. It would be very healthy. And I'm saying if there is a pullback and we do confirm entry in our Discord, I'm definitely going to be picking up some calls here for NVIDIA. Jumping over to XLE now. This was also called in yesterday's video for one of our big money plays. We had I believe it was a 95 strike option expiring in November for a calls. I waited for entry, bought down here in this dip, and I can say that is moving very, very nicely. XLE is an energy kind of ETF here. It's just like a SPY for energy stocks, and utilities and energy has been moving very nicely recently. So this is a great play. But if you didn't hop in down here, don't be sad. Don't be scared, because there's definitely going to be another opportunity, hopefully, here in the near future. But if you did hop in down here, congratulations. Jump into our next stock is QQQ. We also called this out in our video yesterday, right? I said to be cautious. This one was a little bit more risky. Nevertheless, this play boomed, right? We called out a strike of 443 expiring this Friday, 5/17/2024, and it just moved, man, like straight up. I mean, some of these options contracts had jumped like crazy. I'll throw up how much it jumped on screen here. QQQ, a move like this in one day is insane, and the fact that we got the insider scoop before that play happened is pretty crazy. Jumping over to MU now. We also called this one yesterday, right? We called a strike of 125 expiring December 20th, 2024. And MU didn't have as good of a day as QQQ, but nevertheless here, if you had good entry and hopped in down here and, hopped in out here or out here, still a great play. I mean, Amazing play right here, and a lot of money to be made. Jumping over to Landon now, let's hear our big money plays for today.
Thank you, Andrew. So for today, we actually have two big money plays. Our first is for ticker symbol TQQQ. It's a call for a strike price of 70 with an expiration date of 9/20/2024. There's a total number of 1.06 million premiums and a volume of 2.6K. Moving to our second one, we have ticker symbol PBR. It's a put option contract with a strike price of 15 with an expiration date of 6/20/2025. There's a total number of premiums of 1.3 million and a total volume of 5.3K.
Yeah, Landon, thank you so much. I mean, we've just been calling banger plays lately here, and it's not going to stop. I'm telling you, these are some nice plays to look for here. The only piece of advice I have for these plays, right? Look for good entry here, especially if you're trading this in the short term and you don't plan on holding till, June 20th, 2025 or September 20th, 2024. Make sure you have good entry. Here on the XLE play, I did not hop in right at market open, right? And thank God, because it's subsequently dropped to 92.12, right? And then if you have entry down here, it's just straight profit from there, and it's a lot better. Do not rush these plays. There's one every single day, right? So if you miss one, not the end of the world. For this TQQQ play here, the strike price is a little out of the money. However, the premiums are there, and the time is there, right? September 20th, 2024 with a strike of 70 on these. So tomorrow at market open, I'm going to be watching TQQQ for a small pullback and then just shoot up, similar to the way that XLE moved today, right? And if it doesn't pull back and it only shoots up, once again, like I said, not the end of the world here, as we're calling out plays like this every single day. Jumping over to earnings now. Today we did have our CPI come in. It came in and the market loved it, as you could see. SPY hit 530 today, which all right puts. We did go down to break even at a point today, but nothing too great on that one. Can't win everything, right? But that's okay. For Wednesday after close, we do have Cisco reporting, which should be very interesting. BT as well, and then Thursday. Before open, we have Walmart, JD, and Baidu, or Baidu. Sorry if I butchered that. Before open, I'm going to be really watching JD and Baidu here closely, as they can impact these China stocks, right? Baba and JD, they correlate pretty well, so it's definitely going to be something to watch. Walmart is going to have a little effect on the market, probably not too much, but I'll definitely be watching Walmart for some plays. JD and Baidu. And remember, if they do drop a lot and you see that, it starts bouncing back up, it could be a nice place to pick up some shares, right? If we jump over to Baba here, right, they reported earnings and they dropped, right? And they dropped for a little longer. And as you could see, this was a great place to pick up shares, right? Or even if you pick them up down here or down here, just make sure you're being smart and you're trading safe. However, guys, that's all we have for today. Be sure to join our free Discord. Link is in the description. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their evening.